These were previous images of earlier today when Cristina Fernandez, the Kirchner, was entering and arriving at the headquarters of the Peronist Party earlier today to await for this decision of the Supreme Court. She has been calm, she has been strong throughout the day, according to witnesses and according to her fellow allies who were with her at the headquarters of the Peronist Party headquarters in Buenos Aires, capital of Argentina. She has been supported since very early in the day by hundreds and hundreds of people who, as we can see in these early images, they are supporting her, they are chanting her, they are saluting her, they are letting her know that she's not alone. You can see the strength in her face, and she's been working non-stop. She's been drafting decisions and answering calls, and she's been working non-stop towards the upcoming steps. She was asked earlier in the week, she was asked, why don't you leave the country if you know that perhaps the Supreme Court of Justice is going to uphold this conviction? She said, no way, I'm not going to leave my country. This is my political fate. I am innocent, but I'm here to unite the Peronism movement in the country, and this is what is happening, and this is what we are seeing today. We are going to showing at this moment that there are already reactions taking place throughout the country. We can see former President of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, who just reacted to this decision. He said, go Cristina, go Argentina, enough with the lawfare, defeat us if you can, all to the polls. This is what former President of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, said in just a few minutes after this decision of the Supreme Court of Argentina that has reaffirmed, that has upheld this decision, the decision of the conviction against Cristina Fernández, the Kirchner, who is convicted of corruption, and she's due to go for a 6-year prison conviction, which is still to be known if she's going to apply to this conviction from home, from a prison home. The Supreme Court hasn't decided on this matter yet. There are, as we mentioned, this is a crucial moment for Argentinians. Let's recall that Cristina Fernández, the Kirchner, is the leader of Peronism. She is loved by many, many people, as we can see in these live images that teleSUR English is bringing to your TV and to your screens. People are willing to take to the streets and are doing so to prove the Milei's administration that Cristina Fernández is not alone. Also, we just saw the reaction of former President of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, who says, go Cristina, go Argentina, defeat us if you can. Enough with the lawfare. This is what former President of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, who's also been a victim of persecution, of political persecution, said to support the leader of Peronism in Argentina, who is at this moment being the leader of this movement and being the epicenter of the attention of the world at this moment. All eyes are on Argentina, who are following closely this decision that undermines democracy in Argentina, that undermines the leftist movements of the country, and far from dividing this political movement and this political force is actually uniting the people. We can see people on the streets waving flags, chanting and playing music. Cristina Fernández, the Kirchner, is not alone. The people is loyal today to their feelings. They are assuring that this is nothing but a political move, a political persecution to undermine Fernández's leadership and also her power, or trying to do so ahead of the legislative elections in which she was set to hold. She would have been set to hold a political position of power, since she is also the main rival and main opposition leader of Argentina's President Javier Milei, who also has drawn Argentina to one of the worst multidimensional crises that the country has faced in decades, with a massive repression, police brutality on the streets being broadcasted widely as the world sees with horror what has been going on for months already. Every Wednesday, when the elderly people takes to the streets to demand better pensions, to demand to be heard by the authorities, also in a context in which Argentina is suffering massive layoffs without the workers' rights to be guaranteed. Also at a moment in which Argentina is falling deeply into a debt, and also an inflationary tariffs and taxes that are affecting Argentines' daily life and also their real purchases power. This is a moment of reaffirmation. People are on the streets. It's going to be a long day for Argentinians. Also, this is going to be a historic day for the people of this South American country, as this would be also the final appeal of Cristina Fernandez to her conviction. Also, the Supreme Court has decided. They have reaffirmed the conviction. We are seeing moments at this moment. We are seeing images taken earlier today when Argentine political leaders entered to the headquarters of the Peronist party earlier today, and she was received by thousands and by hundreds of supporters